So hello there and welcome to the performance update. May have not gone down well in multiplayer, but we're here for a brand new MyTeam series streaming. Go onto YouTube as well. I'll explain more in a minute. But I think we'll start off by sorting out our character before we get into some detail. And well, as we're doing Miley Cyrus, I'll explain more why in a moment. I think we need a female, don't we? So we'll debut this woman into F1. I don't really know where Miley Cyrus is from, but she'll be British because we don't accept anything else on this channel. So there we go. Miley Cyrus coming right up. You can't see the typing, I know. But there we go. Cyrus. They won't have Cyrus on here, but they've got Cox, Crab, Crofty. Well, that's a shame. But let's scroll down, shall we? We've got Herbert, Hall. Yeah. We're not interested in this. McCarthy, Mitchell. Oh, I think that's a no. Ooh. We need to think of a... she's American. Well, I don't care. She'll be British now. Oh, young. Crofty. Should we have Crofty? Like I said, this is interactive. So, you know, suggestions. Philip Schofield. Oh, no. Where's Crofty? Listen.
Crofty,
that's not it, is it?
Crofty.
Crofty or Schofield? I can't decide, you know. Schofield the GOAT. We want Crofty. Oh no. I need a deciding vote here. Crofty or Schofield? No, he's a... I can't say that. Oh my god. He's got a point though. I think it's got to be Schofield here. Should we have Schofield? Schofield it is. What number? How old's she? I should have done my research, but... everyone's going to say 69. Alright. Crofty. We're going for Crofty. I can go back. It's fine. 96? She's not 96. Miley Cyrus age coming right up on Google. We're going to make this as authentic as possible. Miley Cyrus. Cyprus? No. Age. She's 27. That's Hulkenberg's number. But we can have it because he's not in the game. There we go. Confirm profile, shall we? Right, so I'll explain Miley Cyrus and, yeah. Autocorrect. You know, you type in Miley. So we're doing Miley Cyrus.
Let's get this team up and running.
And now we need to make our team, which is the whole point of the series, of course. And partners, I know how to do all this stuff. So team name, we need a name, guys. This is the most important part, which I couldn't really think of one. We need a name. Ooh. Vevo? No. Is it only me that's stuck on Avatar? Well... yes? No? Maybe? Team name. Screw it. We're going for... Vevo F1 team. I must be right in saying that Vevo is that, like... It's like the singing thing. So, I guess it makes sense. Right, Vevo will give us some 20 more horsepower. Right, let's get ourselves a sponsor here. Nothing's changed since the very first time I did some MyTeam. So let's just have a look at the goals and the signing bonus. So, complete a full season, and that's a very cheap goal bonus. We're going to do that anyway. Finish 10th or better in the Constructors' Championship for 3 million. 15 points is doable, but that's only if we get the development on the right lines, of course. 2 points finishes during a season. That is doable. Good signing bonus. Good goal bonus as well. We could go for that. Finish 8th or better. Now, that is a bit of a stretch. 4 million is the goal bonus. 4.7 signing bonus. 5 Constructors' Championship points. It's doable, but the goal bonus is really quite low. 5 points finishes. Ooh. Ooh. I think we've got to go low. I think this is doable, and 4 million as a goal bonus is very nice. I don't want to leave it out of reach, because I'll have it on about 104, 105 AI, something like that. 110 is a bit too hard, especially, well, for me, and they tend to go quite quick around some circuits. So we'll go for TriStar. That might not get a popular response, but engines. So how much money do we have to play with? We have 4.6 million. We can buy any one of them. The Ferrari performance and durability hasn't changed. So, but surely in game that would be we'll try and get Regunathan, but if he's not there, then I don't know. It's got to be Mercedes, surely. 3.4. Do Renault? Is Renault good now? They've got better durability than Honda. Bit more performance. Do we agree Renault? I'll let the Twitch chat help me out here. If we can agree on Renault, I'll do Renault. My teammate keeps breaking down in Honda. I had Honda for the first save I did, and it was really hard to pass cars. So I think I can agree and go for the technically upgrade in this save with Renault. Renault, yeah, okay, let's do it. And we need a driver, of course. Oh god, we've got Nikita Mazepin, who looks like he's on his way to F1, by the way. So that could be a shout. We've got Mahiva Regunathan, Nikita Mazepin, Sean Galeo, Juan Manuel Correa, who's I've heard his recovery is on the right lines, so wish him all the best. We've got Callum Ilott, Jordan King, Jack Aitken. So that's actually not very good choices. The best option there is Jack Aitken, the Scottish-Korean driver. I think everyone wants Regunathan. I mean, he's cheap. Cheap as chips, mate. 750k for the contract. Regunathan if you have a brain. Ooh. Must be then. If you don't choose him, I'll leave LDRL. Oh, God. Yeah, I think so. He's got more awareness, by the way, than Nikita Mazepin. More racecraft. You're overrated, mate, Nikita Mazepin. I think we should do it. Sorry, how has he got more racecraft than... Okay, Sean Galale. Not the greatest, is he? Ragunathan it is.
Power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy.
Mahiva Ragunathan in Formula 1. Debuting? I don't know. Okay, mine's gone blank. So, let's just run things through then. We've got Vevo F1 team for Miley Cyrus. And, of course, TriStar. We get a decent signing bonus because we've splashed well over 3 million on a Renault engine and Mahiva Ragunathan. So, we are going to confirm that. I'm not changing the name to rip off Lady Gaga. Like, no. Keep it somewhat normal with a team name. But, there we go, guys. We're going to confirm the settings. Now we need to select a livery. Now this is kind of a Canadian Grand Prix special livery that I did for my old team. Number 27 on the car. For Miley Cyrus. Oh, sorry. No. I want to change it. I can't see which button it is to change. Liveries. There we go. Because I have the thing in the bottom right corner. Bright pink and bright white. Well... Let's have a look at some of the liveries we've got. We've got some new ones. That looks like the old McLaren. And like the generic WTF one livery that they have. 70 edition. We Racers 1. Why would you want a We Racers 1 livery? From MyTeam. I mean, it looks kind of nice on the side. Like, very vibrant. And we got End Racism. I don't think you can't edit these, so... You know, I get the message. I like how they've added them. They're non-customizable, which kind of defeats the point. This one's customizable. I think... Oh, could we do something with that? Oh. We had pink suggested. So let's have... Sorry. This sort of pink. Like in the middle. But Racing Point is pink. I don't want Racing Point pink. Like, what colours aren't there? There's no green car. Should we try green? Oh, yes! Neon green. Oh, it's basically chrome, but it looks neon in, like, the dark background. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. I think we need some blue. We'll see how blue goes with it. Oh, you know what? There's a tone of yellow on there, but I think we should make it red. You can't see it that much. Or we could black it out at the bottom. What are we thinking? How does that look? I wouldn't mind adding some red, but I had red on my other car. That black floor looks nice. Big chonky chonk tires. I think we'll stick with this. Let's go. Sure. Okay, we're not finished setting up the team yet. So let's go back. Reselect. Team badge select. Team badge select. Right. No, 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 no. Something like that. Edit style. I quite like that. End racism? No. No, no, okay, that's out of context, isn't it? But I'm just saying I don't want that, because it literally takes the shape off it. What could we do with this? Tree? That is not a tree. I quite like that. Oh yes, I like that. No, we don't want locked emblems. We'll keep that. Team colours. Well, let's have some red for the team colours. Some... Sorry, no. Some red. Some white. And some blue.
Great. That's everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here.
Well,
at the start of each season.
this is Vevo F1 team. We've got a ridiculous livery.
And we can start
But,
our push
sure.
for Formula One.
How do you change your team overalls? Is that in character? I don't know, but I think that's okay. Right, now this is the important bit. We want 22, 16 or 10 races for the season. I know some people shorten it straight away. They're like, no, let's just shrink it down a bit. We can... I didn't mean to do that, but 16? What circuits do we get for 16? Bahrain, Vietnam, China, Netherlands, Spain, Monaco, Canada, Austria. Ooh, it's quite a good basic calendar, but there's lots of chunks of races. And what edit should we make if we do 16 or 10? 10's a bit too short. I think we could do 16. And Belgium, Italy. Singapore's a long race, isn't it? Hungary. Tyre temps. France is just boring. Nothing happens. Monaco is just Monaco. Remove Spain, add Baku. You know, I don't really mind Spain. And that's just personal preference, but I'd rather get rid of Vietnam. I suck at Vietnam. How do you add a track? I can't see which button it is. But I think we could have Baku in its place. Oh yeah, why? I see it now. Sorry. We could have something like that. And have what are we missing? You know what? I think that's nearly perfect. Because Australia and Abu Dhabi, nobody wants them as season openers and finales. And I guess that could work. Just a little bit more realistic to common preference. No Singapore, no Hungary, no France. I think that could work. I really think it could. So, we're going for a 16 race calendar. Ooh. Full practice? We'll have 50% races. Let's clonk the AI all the way up. We don't want 20, and I don't know where the number 20 has come from. But let's go into Ultimate. We'll keep it at 105. Formation that we'll have on. Full qualifying. Safety car on. Vehicle damage we'll have on full. So we can have a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact. Strict corner cutting, I guess, because, well, yeah, I don't want to be forced into exploiting all the time. I think that is okay. Enable pro career, no. That is all done, and we're heading to the team headquarters. So once we've finished all of the team headquarters stuff, that will be the end of the first YouTube episode for those watching on YouTube. If so, thank you. You're still here after all my blabbering on out of context sentences. And yeah, we're here with Will Buxton. So if you haven't seen this cutscene before, I'm sure you'll have by now. But it's just an interview with Will Buxton, who is in this year's game. And yeah, we'll get straight to it in trying to answer questions to boost some of our facilities.
To the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out though as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula 1 too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team though is that while the team itself is new to Formula 1, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula 1 team?
Let's go for didn't improve anything, but what was it that drew you to your team, mate? We've seen what they can do on paper. Yes.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
Didn't Alfa Romeo and Haas get downgraded a bit? We'll go with Alfa Romeo. We'll try and beat Alfa.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
We need good balance. So
The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
ooh. ERS is important. Reducing drag. Let's go for the aero department. We'll try and maximise everything.
How have you ensured that your car can take advantage?
Every bit of performance. So we've got a bit of everything.
Which of your new departments are you most proud of?
And then if we go for the durability department, all four areas of the R&D now notice our answers hopefully we can squeeze some performance out of the car early on. Coming up next, we've got the car launch, I believe, is next in line in my team. Before we head to Bahrain, which will be the second sort of episode. I'll skip out most of practice. You'll see the results and the resource points, but that is kind of how these episodes, when we get to the races, will work. We'll show you a bit behind the scenes with the standings, and of course, what is it? Driver moves, driver market, very important in this game. We'll negotiate, etc. So we got the new car smell, apparently. Yeah, so we've got, let's keep going then. So we've got some resources, we've got running costs deducted, and now the car reveal then. So this is something you have to do. It just shows your car. It's not that spectacular. Something at pre-season would be so good. I still don't understand why that's not in the game, but hopefully new gen stuff like that, we can have it. Yeah, bright green and blue car. You love to see it, so there we go then. So we're just going to take our weekly resources and running costs. Actually, I think we'll stop because we'll dive into the R&D tree a little bit before we get started. Look at the performance. We're already fourth bottom. So we're ahead of Williams, Alfa Romeo, Haas by quite a long way. So that is a strong start. Ferrari down to 4th in the performance. McLaren, Renault pretty much equal. I think that's a bit harsh on them. They're closer to Racing Point, in my opinion. They've got very similar philosophies on their car nowadays. AlphaTauri, they're very close in the midfield as well, but yeah, not quite up there. So we've got to try and get ahead of AlphaTauri sometime soon, so we can start chasing down the front of the midfield. We've got nothing. Sorry, no. I think we should take an aerodynamic upgrade, to be honest. I think we could go for rear downforce with a 40% failure chance, but we'll get that on the car. Is there anything else we can do? Chassis? Let's get that going as well. We've got a good engine. Renault, obviously, helping us out with that one as they supply their third team in Formula 1. Maybe they'll be supplying Red Bull again in the future sometime soon. But we got some upgrades on the car ahead of the Bahrain Grand Prix, and that is where I'm going to leave the first episode for you guys on YouTube. So thank you very much for watching, if you're watching over there, and I'll see you very soon for the second episode, which will be the Bahrain Grand Prix.